What's going on, knuckleheads? This is my early FightersRep 13 review. This is a card I am absolutely hyped about. It's going down Saturday, April 30th at the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles. And right there in that statement, it's a lot of milestones, a lot of firsts being checked off for us, right? Typically our fights are on Friday nights. This is the first time we're getting a Saturday, which is a really big deal for us. Something we're really appreciative about. We're also doing this at a new venue at the beautiful Commerce Casino in Commerce, California, basically Los Angeles County. This is an absolutely gorgeous casino with a beautiful ballroom where we're going to be doing the event. Holds about 1,000 plus people. It's got a hotel connected to it. So if any of you guys want to come from out of town and watch this fight, or you just want to spend the night at the hotel there at the Commerce Casino, man, feel free to do so because this is going to be an absolutely gorgeous event and it's going to be worth every single penny and then some. I am going to spoil you guys rotten on this card because we are floating at this time, and this is subject to change, at about 17 fights as we speak. And with our rule set, that's just unbelievable action. It's stand and bang action. We only do kickboxing. We don't do any grappling. There's no holding. It's basically boxing with kicks and knees as our rule set. And you can do a spinning back fist as well. This is probably, in my opinion, it's the most exciting rule set in combat sports, and probably in the opinion of many others who've watched it. I'm telling you guys, this is a card you guys are want to come check out. Tickets are already on sale at FightersRep.com. Now, I just wanted to go through some of the fights for you. Some of the fights that I'm very excited about so far. This thing is crazy. I mean, as you know, we're in Southern California, so we've got incredible talent in the region. Even if we can't fill a spot, we're willing to fly people in, which we are. We're actually flying a fighter in from Vegas. We fly Connor Bracken in from San Francisco up in Northern California. So, I think we've got the best of the best in this part of the country, in this part of the world, to be honest with you. I think we got the best strikers on earth on this card, pro and amateur, and you definitely want to watch the amateurs because it's like they're fighting with the passion of college football athletes. They're not getting paid yet, but they want to make a mark, right? And you got to see this from the best camps, I'm telling you, from all over the world. So let's go through some of the fights that I'm very excited about on this card. First and foremost, we've got Lamar versus Bobby Johnson. Now, Lamar's out of this Hardworks Fitness School in Long Beach that's produced incredible fighters like Evan Bolton, like the surging Cameron Spencer, who we've had on our card. Lamar is going against Bobby Johnson, and both of these kids are about 6'5 or 6'6. I mean, these are absolute monsters. They're going to be fighting at 205, cutting down to 205, but they're going to step into the ring easily over the heavyweight limit. And these are two kids I'm excited about because, again, Lamar Murray, right, training out of that Hardworks Fitness lineage. That's that, Team Oyama's got a huge influence on that lineage. Colin Oyama, one of the best coaches in the world, Coach Hung, I think kind of, learned a lot of his game from him and has worked with him for a very long time. And that's why this team, Hardworks Fitness in Long Beach, is absolutely phenomenal. We all know about the kickboxing legacy of Long Beach, California. He's taking on Bobby Johnson, right? And this is a kid who his coach, Coach Rage, was one of the striking coaches at Black House MMA for years, right? He's now at Sweet Science Boxing and MMA. I guess, Black House is having they're closing and they're reopening somewhere else. But Coach Rage is now at Sweet Science Boxing and MMA. One of the best, most intelligent coaches that I've ever met in my life. He's got this kid, Bobby Johnson. They call him Doomsday, another giant. And Coach Rage is hyper technical. You watch his fights, they're hyper technical. But at the same time, they're going for the finish, right? He's got this one bell philosophy where they try to go for the finish immediately. So this is one I'm looking forward to, you guys. Two 6'5", 6'6" giants, fighting in the light heavyweight limit from two camps that are some of the best camps that I've ever worked with, that I think are some of the best camps in the world. Definitely want to check out. You also want to check out them going head to head, these two camps, in another match where Cameron Spencer returns at 185 pounds, this time to take on Raymond Martinez, a kid who looked really impressive in his debut with us. Now, he'd had an MMA fight before that, but when he made his kickboxing debut, I believe it was at FightersRep 11, he showed incredible technique and the willingness to finish the fight. Now, he didn't get it, but he was in there looking for it, like I told you about with these kids out of Rage's EYR division at Sweet Science Boxing MMA. So you're going to want to look out for that fight too, right? Cameron Spencer, explosive athlete, technical, got the finish in his last fight out with us, knocking out Dylan Ludwig with a body shot of all things. And you can watch that on our last fights, or you can watch the fight right on this channel. Just look up Cameron Spencer taking on Raymond Martinez. Again, this is going to be, crazy athleticism versus hyper technical. I think they're both technical. I think they're both athletic, but I think Spencer might have the athletic advantage. Maybe Martinez with the technique. This is going to be an explosive fight and something that I'm really looking forward to, with two guys that look to finish. Of course, we've got Michael Sugar Bomb Clayco making his return. He's going to be taking on Juan Banda. Juan Banda is going to be making his Fighters Rep debut, but he's out of Squirrel Muay Thai. Big shout out to Coach Cody Sessions. He's given us nothing but amazing fighters since we've started working with him, and I'm sure Banda is no exception. And of course, we've seen Clayco in the Lions Den before. Karate background, great movement. I think this is going to be a great fight. Another one I want to talk about, we've got the two best heavyweights, if you ask me, in the entire state of California, fighting for the Fighters Rep Amateur Heavyweight title. Edgar Barbary taking on Emel Rasuli, coming from up north in Elk Grove. He's going to be coming down with his whole squad, proud Afghan fighter. He's going to be taking on Edgar Barbary, very tough kid from East LA. You guys have seen Edgar throw down in the Lions Den before. Rasuli himself is 4-0 in striking. This is a heavyweight bout you're not going to want to miss. Again, people like to watch big people fight because one shot can end the night, and this is one you're going to want to watch, and it's for a Fighters Rep title. Barbary versus Rasuli. A fight I'm extremely excited about. And I'm excited about all these fights. I don't want to spend too much time talking on the amateurs, but, I did want to point some of those out to you. And then, of course, we've also got Luis Moreno coming back against Christian O'Brien, who's also coming back. If you've seen these guys fight before, it's drama. And we can't leave out the Silva brothers, right? Both of Anderson Silva's sons have signed the dotted line to compete on this card. We've got Gabe Silva returning against a very tough Evan Wang. Both of them are coming off of a loss. Silva getting stopped against Vinny Famulari. Wang losing a decision. I believe it was in a title fight in Muay Thai. I know it was a Muay Thai fight, but I'm not sure if it was a title or not. I may be getting ahead of myself. But regardless, this fight is for Silva's middleweight title, right? Because in his last fight, he did not compete at middleweight. So this will be for his middleweight title. This is something I'm very excited about for the Fighters Rep middleweight title. So this is a great fight. Our first time working with Coach Zach Shepard out of Premier Fight and Fitness, a guy who's got an amazing reputation. And I can't wait to watch, two 6'2" shredded, accomplished amateurs, some of the best in the state in this division at 160 pounds, take on each other in Evan Wang versus Gabriel Silva. We've also got Khalil Silva, right? He's 2-0 now at Fighters Rep, coming off a good decision victory versus Melo Pamuk. He's going to be taking on a Miguelito Serna out of Hard Knocks Muay Thai out in Las Vegas. He's going to be coming out to take on Khalil Silva. The kid looks like a very, very tough prospect, as does Khalil. I think this is going to be a fantastic fight. Now let's move on to the pros, right? Because, man, this is just too exciting, if you ask me, right? We've got on the pro end, first and foremost, Julio Rios taking on Anthony McNutt. Julio training out of Spider Muay Thai. Anthony McNutt out of George Sutsui's gym. And these are two guys that, if you know anything about the community down here, if you know anything about striking on the West Coast, you know these are two bad boys, right? Both of them had extensive amateur careers. This is actually Anthony McNutt making his pro debut on FightersRep, which I'm honored about. I love the fact that he's making his pro debut with us. I cherish that. You know what I mean? I really love that they would trust me enough to do that on my show. And Julio Reyes is no joke. You know, we've seen him. He's 1-1 as a pro, extensive amateur career. He's coming off a win against John the Caveman Garcia, who looked incredible the last time he fought for us. So we're really excited about this fight. On top of that, we've got Evan Bolton out of Hardworks, out of Hardworks Fitness in Long Beach, which we already discussed. You all know Evan. I mean, the kid's got 40-plus amateur fights. The kid is ready to make his pro debut, and he's going to be making his debut against a Pablo Padilla out of Silver Valley Muay Thai. This is a guy that's also very impressive. I've been in talks with his coach, Adam Sablin, and this is a team I'm very, very excited to work with. And they're going to be fighting at 150 pounds, and these are going to be two big 150-pounders. Let me tell you, because Evan Bolton, I think, is taller than me. Excuse me. These are going to be two big 150-pounders throwing down. Two very experienced 150-pounders. So this is something I'm very excited about. Finally, on the pro front, Jeff Craig taking on Chris Burgett, man. You know, Burgett is a veteran in the game as far as striking goes. He's had something like 6 pro fights already. Jeff Craig, though, an MMA fighter, last fought for LFA and got the win there. Coming off that win, deciding he wants to make his kickboxing debut. He's cornered his teammates at FightersRep in the past. He's had a classic fight team, a team that produces some of the best fighters in the world, including the Paez brothers. You got TJ Dillashaw training over there, Ed Heim, and so on and so forth. Tyler Smith, who's been on our card as well. And Jeff Craig is a young, hungry, bloodthirsty savage, right? Looking to make an impression in kickboxing. And he's chosen a very tough opponent in Chris Burgett. So this is a fight I am over the moon about. I cannot wait to watch this fight, Knuckleheads. And you can get your tickets in the link below at FightersRep.com. If you can't make it out, like I said, you can always watch the live stream, and the only way to do that is to join the channel below for just $9.99. So what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, then join the channel. Support us, just $9.99. Anything you spend here, if you join the channel especially, it goes straight into building this promotion and making it the best kickboxing promotion in the world. No hugging, no grappling, no stalling. Stand and bang. You guys are not going to want to miss it. April 30th. Reach out to me if you have any questions on Instagram. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say, or leave it in the comments below. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this.